Alright. Oh god, that seems really loud. Okay. Hopefully it's not too loud. If it is, I apologize. Also, my keyboard has been disconnecting and reconnecting a lot, for some reason. Oh, that's like... Wait, that's like all the way up. Okay, let me... Okay, hopefully that should be like a little better. Yeah, that looks a little better. But also, you know me, I'm a quiet person, so... Um... Oh shit, multiplayer maps were just updated. Okay. I was just waiting in the lobby. That's what that music was. Um but fuck, I was going to play fucking turf control. Wait, let's see. Fuck, it's Clam Blitz and Splat Zones now. I fucking hate those ones. Okay, is this a little better? It was like my mic was like spiking the entire time. Okay, you know what? We can just get started. So, hello. I don't know if anyone is here. I don't think anyone's here yet, but that's okay. Yeah, so I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna play, but I kind of just wanted to play something more casual and not something where I had to really think about it, like a Mario Galaxy mod or something. So maybe we'll just play some Turf War to begin with. I don't fucking know. Yeah, the last two Anarchy, or what's it called? I don't even fucking know. The ranked modes were fucking Rainmaker and Tower Control, and those are the only ones I can stand. Honestly, Tower Control is like the only one I can actually stand. So that's what I wanted to play, but it's not what we're playing because it got updated. I forgot it updates at 9 p.m. So whatever, it's fine. Anyway, so we're just playing Turf War now, and something that really annoys me, and I was about to do it myself, so I don't know, but nobody fucking, oh my god, nobody stays and inks the fucking base. Like, hello? It's Turf War. You don't have to go and kill people right away. Like, what the fuck do you think this is? Call of Duty or whatever the fuck? Like, no, it's Turf War. Oh my god, get your fucking bullets away. But yeah, I'm literally, every fucking Turf War that I play, I'm always like the number one, like, base splatter. Because no one else does it. And I don't understand why. People are dumb. Stupid. Anyway, it's also been like a week since I played this, so if I'm like if I like die or am bad, that's why. But there was like probably when the game first came out, I was like playing this like non-stop. I mean, mainly single player. But I got up to I think like B. I think I'm either in like B or B minus. I think I'm in B because I know I was in C for ranked originally, and then I leveled up to B minus, and then I think I just got up to B actually, like just recently. Fuck. Something I need to work on is like my aiming. And when I first got this game, I was playing it on a TV where like it was kind of far away, so it's actually kind of hard. It was kind of hard for me to like see where I was even like aiming, which is kind of sad, but you know, I have terrible eyesight. But now it's like right up on my face, so it's better. But yeah. Wow, I haven't died once yet. We love that. I've kind of been... Okay, well, I just jinxed it. I've been avoiding everyone, too, so that's probably it. But anyway, yeah, I was playing this a lot when it first came out, mainly single player, and then I was playing ranked a lot probably like last week. And then this week I just like started my new job, so I've been dealing with that. Um, I want to talk more about that stuff, but no one's like here, so I don't know if I really should. Yeah, please get the fuck out of here. Yeah, fuck. Okay. Well, I don't know how long it's gonna take for people to come. Probably, I don't know. Maybe never, but we won, so that's good. But I would not be surprised if this ends up being one of those streams where nobody comes, because that's okay. Because, like, you know. I know I announced yesterday that I would probably come back and stream, like, sometime this week, but I didn't say, like, exactly when, and, you know, that was kind of ambiguous. Oh, yeah, I forgot you get 7,500 points your first win. That's nice. Oh, I also want to get, like, the ball thing. The fucking machine that was right behind me, because it's only like 5,000 your first try of the day. But yeah, so far it's been like a week since I played this, but I think I've already put like 40 hours into the game, which is honestly more than I put into Splatoon 2. I guess I don't know that for sure, because I played Splatoon 2, I guess it's probably not more. Because when I first was playing the game, it was on my old Switch that ended up getting, wait, hang on. Okay. I wanted to make sure the mic was on, like, the correct setting, because I feel like something's wrong with it. If it's, like, I feel like it's too, like, high. Like, it keeps spiking into the red on fucking, OBS, but, like, I can't really hear myself in it. So if it's, like, way too loud, well, there's none here, but, like, I'm sure someone will tell me. Anyway, yeah, I don't know how much exactly I played of Splatoon 2 if you count, like, my new and my old Switch. On just my new Switch, I know the playtime is, like, 35 hours, I think, or 30 hours. But I think I played more. I must have played at least that much, maybe more, on my old Switch that got, well, I guess it didn't get bricked. It got banned from being online because I was trying to homebrew it. And this was in, like, 2018 when that was, like, really new. So, didn't really know what I was doing. Oh, fuck. So, I don't know if I played more of this, but on the Switch that I have right now, I played more of it. So, that's all that matters, actually. Right? Right. Fuck back here, bitch. Oh, yeah, I don't care if I died. I killed him. Sometimes I love doing that, like, I don't know. Like, I knew I was gonna die, but, like, as long as I kill someone, it's just so satisfying. There's, like, so many satisfying things in Splatoon, like, covering the ink feels so good. I kind of just wish there was, like, I've said this before, but, like, I wish there was ranked and not ranked modes for every gameplay mode, if that makes sense. Like, I wish there was ranked Turf War and not ranked, like all the other ones. But I guess I don't know. Is that how, like, I really haven't played any other, like, shooter games besides Splatoon, so I don't know if that's, like, regular to have, like, separate modes for, like, ranked or whatever. It probably is. And I just know absolutely nothing. Fuck. Fuck. Whoa, he has a gold thing. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't think I would get into this that much. I was very skeptical. Can you not? I was very skeptical about this game. What the fuck? Try Stinger. I was very skeptical about this game, like, when there was a Nintendo Direct on it, and just, like, all of it, because, I don't know, I feel like it was so random. Like, they already have a split. I thought Splatoon was going to be, and I think a lot of people thought this, that Splatoon was just going to be, like, a once per console sort of game, like, Mario Kart or whatever. So I don't know, it's just kind of surprising to see another one, and I feel like it was just so random, like what does that mean for like the future of the Switch? Like, are they not gonna make a new Switch or something, or like a next console? Like, clearly not if they're supporting this game until, when was it, like the end of 2023 or something? Maybe it was 2024, I don't even know. But like obviously they're not going to release a console when they're still heavily supporting the a game that just came out on the previous one. So I don't know. But yeah, I was very skeptical of it when it first came out, but it's like so fun. Like I forgot how much I enjoyed Splatoon. And like going back and thinking about it, I probably was this way when Splatoon 2 came out because I feel like at that time it had been a while since I really got into, or was really into Splatoon 1. Because that game came out in, what, like 2015? I guess it was only like 2 years between the two, which is weird to think about. Because I feel like the distance between 2015 feels like so old. But 2017 does not feel that long ago, but like it really is. It's like 5 years ago, which is extremely weird and scary to think about, but it's fine. Um, but yeah, like Splatoon 1 just feels a lot older to me. So when I think about playing that game, I'm like, whoa, that was so long ago. And then, but it was really only 2 years between releases, and it was what, like, it's been 5 years between these games releases, which is crazy. Like, I don't know. I feel like that's kind of the opposite of how it should be. Well, no. No, that is how it should be. Because, like, when you're younger, like, every time feels, like, or, like, more significant or whatever. Hello, Jamie! How are you doing? Glad to see you. Glad to be here. Can you tell me if my audio is fine? Because I feel like my mic and my game are, like, way not in sync with each other or whatever. Or they're in sync, but like the volume isn't very weird. And I don't have a way to test it. I'm good too, you know, just been going through like pretty much pretty much everything in my life has changed in the last like month, 2 months, I guess. Mainly month, but like 2 months. The game audio is lower than you? Okay. I'll turn that up after this. Yeah, pretty much everything has changed, like, I mean, as Taylor Swift and Ed Sheeran put it. But yeah, like, I'm in a new apartment, new job, uh, new... I guess that's pretty much it. But that was like the two big things. I mean, I guess I'm in the same city for now. I was almost going to move to Chicago, like in the city. But I ended up not being able to because I signed this other lease first. Which honestly, I'm in such a better apartment now. And I'm going to do like an apartment tour at some point. And I don't know what it'll be on. I'm assuming if we record another Trashy Trio podcast, then it would be on there. But I'm sure Sam will want to see it beforehand. He always bitches about it. But yeah. It's a way nicer apartment. There's so much space. Oh my god. I mean, I'm paying almost like double for it, so I guess that makes sense, but like there's like so much space. Okay, I'll turn up the game a little bit. I don't know why I had it that low. Okay, that's a little better. Fuck. But yeah, basically, so I moved out of my old apartment. As you probably know, I had to break the lease because of my neighbors. So I was looking for a new place to live, and I found a place, but I wasn't able to move in until like the middle to end of September, like a few weeks ago. because there were still people living in it until the end of August, and then they had to clean the apartment for like 2 weeks. I think I mentioned that before. So basically I didn't move in until like 2 weeks ago. So I was living with Tim for a little bit, and then I was living at home for a few weeks, like at my parents' house. So that was interesting because I really don't like living there that much. And I didn't have a lot of space to myself. Luckily, they like went on vacation for like the last week I was there, so I kind of had the whole house to myself for like a week, which was interesting. Um, but yeah, I feel like there's been so much uncertainty in my life the past like few weeks. No, past like few months. So it's nice to like be kind of a little bit more stable. Um, so that's why I felt comfortable like trying to stream again. And I got everything like hung up. Like you can probably see some of my paintings in the background again. I still need to repaint my Yoshi painting. I don't know if I ever said that. Those paintings are like all of the Paper Mario Thousand Year Door characters, partners, and when we were moving them into my last apartment, uh, I don't want to say like Tim broke it because he would say that he didn't, but it was sitting. I put it in a precarious spot, like on the arm of my chair, and Tim kind of knocked it off, so it ended up breaking. It's like glass, so it was kind of both of our faults, but I'm repainting that one. I'm actually making the white one. It was pink before, but yeah. Um, all that in the chair is still in good condition. Yeah, it is actually. Um, I I had my last one of these chairs for like all throughout college, and I think my last like 2 years of high school, so like 7 or like no, like 5 or 6 years probably. So, and I just got this one at like a year and a half ago. So I'm keeping this chair for a while. It was like $150. It's so comfy, and yeah. So this chair is not going anywhere. I would have kept the other one still, but like there was rips in the leather, and I mean I didn't want to throw it away, but my dad and Tim just threw it in the dumpster when I was moving out of one of my apartments, uh, like last or 2 years ago, I guess. So I kind of got rid of it involuntarily, but I guess I kind of needed to anyway. It was kind of gross. Um, Not gonna lie, your setup looks unchanged from your last apartment. I mean, it kind of is. I'm not like in. Fuck, I should have used my thing. I'm not like in the corner exactly. Like, it is kind of the same. Like, I have the same food. So my futon is in the background. I guess that wasn't in the background before. So I'm not like directly in the corner. My desk is like against a wall instead of just kind of in the middle of the room, which is nice. But I have like the same LED lights. Well, they're not the same because like they ripped when I was taking them down, but the last one came with like 2 strands, and I used both strands. I used one strand before, and now I'm using the second one now, so that never kills anyone. They always get out of the way. Stupid. So yeah, same LED lights basically, same chair, same desk. I mean, it's basically the same. But, like, I have a bunch of other stuff on my walls. Like, I have those... I mean, those Mario posters were on my wall before. And I have, like, a Splatoon... It's actually Splatoon 2. It's, like, for the Octo expansion, I think, poster. And, like, a Kirby poster I got from PAX. On my wall by my door, like, over... over that way? Over that way. I can't point. And yeah. Yeah, you'll get a tour, don't worry. I was kind of waiting until I put like everything up, but me and Tim kind of did that besides like the bathrooms like all the other day. We put like up a bunch of my pictures and like my posters in here and everything, which like now that I have it all up, cuz I had a few posters that I didn't even put up in my last apartment because I knew I was going to be moving. So I was able to put them up here, and it kind of like the walls are still kind of bare. So like I definitely need to get more stuff, but I'm really hesitant to buy more stuff to put on the walls or like to fill rooms because I know I'm going to end up moving to Chicago next year for my new job. Actually, that's where it is. The only reason I didn't now, like I said, is because of my lease. But once that ends in a year, I'm going to end up moving there. And I know for a fact that I'm probably going to have to get a smaller apartment, or else I'm going to pay like a shit ton of money, like $3,000 a month to live there. So I'm probably going to end up having less space than I do now. But funny enough, still probably paying more. So I'm really hesitant to get like a ton of stuff right now because I want it to be able to fit in an apartment then. So if like it looks a little bare, it probably is gonna stay that way. Cause like already I don't have like too much stuff because you know, like I don't have that many people over, so I kind of don't like feel the need to like decorate my apartment too much most of the time. Like I don't know, like it looks fine. I think it looks fine. Like I have like couches and a table and like living room furniture and everything. I'm not like eating on the floor, but I don't have like I don't know. I don't have like a bar stools for my like bar area. It's not like a bar area, but like countertop, whatever, near my kitchen. It's kind of similar to my last apartment, if you remember the layout for that. Congrats on your new job. That's a human. Thank you. It's been good so far. Yeah, it was it was really weird leaving my last job, like, and honestly, okay, so like I had already started applying for places when I was talking about it on the last Trashy Trio podcast, but I didn't really want to say like too much about it because I didn't know like if I would change jobs or not, and I don't know, like, not that like I think anyone that I work with watches my streams, but you know, I'm always just kind of like hesitant to say things just in case. So yeah, it was I don't know, it was kind of awkward like leaving. Like I went into the office on my last day, like normally I work remotely from home. And we went out to lunch, and like pretty much the only guy that I'm actually good friends with who works there had to leave like earlier in the day, so he wasn't even able to come to lunch with us. So it's just like me and my boss and like some of the other managers, including my old manager that I liked a lot more than my new one. And I don't know, it's just kind of awkward. And then I just left like right after lunch, I guess, so yeah, and even when I was telling my boss about it, I don't know, he just seemed like he didn't really care. They didn't even give me like a counter offer or anything, so I don't know. It just felt kind of weird and awkward. I'm kind of glad that I left, honestly, because they didn't really seem to care about me leaving at all. Yeah, I've seen people with like 5 followers on Twitter get doxxed, better to be careful. Well, I don't know if I was really scared about being doxxed. I was more scared like that someone from work would find it and find out that I'm applying to other places, and then they'd be like, what is this? Like, I don't care about people on the internet. People on the internet don't scare me most of the time. I mean, I don't think I'm really big enough for me to... I'm sure like if I was bigger, then like obviously that would be more of a problem, but people don't give a shit about me, so you know. But yeah, that's what happened with that. But as of right now, I'm still working remotely, basically, so that's been nice. It's been a nice... I think I was kind of sad that I wasn't able to move to the city right now, honestly, because I was like, I'm going to be moving anyway, so I may as well like move completely away instead of just moving to a new apartment where I am now. But then I kind of thought of it like, I'm still by Tim, so that's nice. I'll get to be by him for a little longer. And I think it'll be a nice transition for me, like working remotely, where I was like fully remote before, and then once I live closer to the office, I guess they go in like once a week or something. So I think it'll be a nice transition between the two. And I guess, like, the drive is only, like, 2 hours or so, so I might still go in, like, once a month or something, which isn't bad, and they're, like, paying for a hotel and everything. I'm like, okay, let's go. But no, it's, like, a way bigger company, too, so... And I'm doing, like, completely different work, basically. It's still, like, actuarial work, but, like, a different, area of actuarial work, I guess. So it's hard to explain unless you know like unless you know like the technical details of actuarial work, I guess. But it's basically like not the same at all of what I was doing before. So I'm kind of excited to get that different type of experience, but at the same time, like I really have no idea what I'm doing. So I feel kind of lost, but I think it's kind of good in a way. I don't know. The way I figured, I'm like, if I'm gonna have like all of these life changes, I'm kind of glad they're happening at the same time. Like, new apartment, I can start fresh with like a new job and everything. So, I don't know. It's kind of been nice so far. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of the main reason why I've been gone. You know, I mean, besides the fact I've been like actually insanely stressed about it, like I would probably say this is the most stressed about things in my life that I've ever been. Mainly because I didn't know what was happening for probably about a month, because I didn't really know like where I was going to move to. I didn't know where I was going to live. I didn't know about my job for like a few weeks. I was applying at a bunch of different places, interviewing with a bunch of different people, and they were like not getting back to me at times. But like now that I have it all figured out, I feel a lot better. At least you're out of that horrible situation with your old apartment. Yeah, honestly, like I'm gonna be honest. I know I talked about that a lot, but like honestly, the like changes that I've had to go through in the past like few months, I don't know, like just the stuff that I've been dealing with, it's been like that has not been on my mind at all. Like the people in my last apartment, like they're so like below the other, like I don't want to say problems, but like stress that I've been under. Like they're not even like a part of that or whatever anymore. Like I do not think about that at all. Like it's such a small problem to me in hindsight. Like I'm definitely glad I got out of there, because like I literally had to deep clean like all of my clothes because they all smelled like smoke. Um, so I'm really glad I got out of there, and I didn't even notice that it was that bad until until I was living at my parents' house, and obviously they don't smoke, so like yeah, I was slowly getting cancer, exactly. So I'm definitely glad I got out of there, but like I literally haven't even thought about like I thought I was stressed when I was dealing with that. Like that was so stressful too. But like compared to what I've been like thinking about and like dealing with the past like after that, like I don't know, it just doesn't even compare. Like it's so weird to think about. Like it's funny that you say that, because like I haven't even been thinking about that lately. But yes, I'm glad I got out of that situation. It was definitely not okay. Um Unfortunately, I think I'm still kind of with a shitty leasing company. Like, they're fine, but they literally wanted like $5,000. They basically wanted like 3 months of rent to get out of my current, to get out of my apartment I'm in now, which I was trying to do so I could just move to Chicago for my job. They wanted like 3 months worth of rent, which basically was like almost $5,000, and my security deposit. To get out of my lease. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. So the property manager was a fucking bitch. Like the one time I talked to her, she literally was so snarky with me. Fuck her, but it's fine. Um, but yeah, that's what I've been dealing with. And honestly, I was kind of in a very low place mentally, but you know, we're doing a little better now. Life is a little more certain. Like, I have my own space, which is nice. I feel better about my job, or feel like I don't know. Like, I'm still a little nervous because like I said, I don't really know a lot about what's going on, but like, I'm excited to learn more about what's going on. And I'm excited to be at like a bigger company like that. I don't know. It just seems a lot better. So. But yeah, I don't think I was definitely not in the place mentally to even like attempt to stream. Honestly, like this and before this came out, like I was playing Xenoblade a lot. Both of those games, I don't know, like they kind of helped me keep my mind off of how anxious I was. Like, I'm kind of glad Splatoon 3 came out when it did, because like it was a huge time sink for me, like when it first came out. Like, I mean, even now it kind of is, but like especially when it first came out, like I was binging the single player. It's so fun. Like, it takes the best parts of the multiplayer from like the original Splatoon 2 and Splatoon 1 and also the Octo expansion, and it kind of combines them into like the best parts. So Splatoon 3 saved your life. Yeah, I don't know if I go that far, but like it definitely helped me like get through some tough times. And I don't know, I almost kind of feel bad saying that because like it's not like I was like homeless or anything, or not like I was like dealing with like abuse or like anything, and it's not like I was even really in a bad like financial place, and obviously I'm grateful for my parents to like let me stay with them and everything. And I feel bad saying like I was in kind of a bad place because I know there's people who don't even have that. But I don't know, like I guess everyone has their own problems sometimes, so it's all about like perspective on like what's bad in your life. But I feel like I have to say like stuff like that. I don't know, like it definitely could have been worse, and I'm very glad that it wasn't. Obviously, your trauma is valid. Thank you. I don't even know if I'd call it like trauma. I mean, objectively, it probably is. It was just like I'm a very anxious person in general, like socially, and I don't know. I think I'm like low-key kind of paranoid too a lot of the times. Like, I don't know, living in my parents' house by myself for like a week while they were on vacation, like at night, I was not okay. Like, I was already kind of anxious about everything else, and me thinking that like someone is like in this, because I've never really lived in like a big house like that by myself. Usually when I'm there, there's always people there. So I don't know, it was like really weird, and that didn't help, and I don't know. Like, I'm already kind of a socially anxious person. I am a socially anxious person, and like combining that with like not knowing what's gonna happen in the future and everything, so it did not help. I get so uncomfortable living with other people. Yeah, I definitely prefer living alone, but like I don't know, when it comes to like living in a big house like that by myself, even for like a few nights, like I get really anxious about it. I don't know, like especially because like my parent, like I'm from like I don't want to say like a bad area, because it's not like a bad area, but like it's in one of the apparently one of the worst cities in the US. I think it was ranked, so like in terms of crime, so like I don't want to say it was like great. But like living at my apartment here, like it's not that like I don't get really that scared living here. And not even that I get scared, just kind of like anxious or like a little paranoid. But I will say I was living in my senior year of college. I was in a what the fuck am I even doing? My senior year of college, I was living in a like townhouse kind of thing with like 3 floors, and for the last semester of that, or for like half a year of that, I was living basically by myself. I don't know what the fuck this is. Yo, Guy Nagili. What is up? What is up? Sorry. Just kind of trauma dumping, but you know. What was I saying? Yeah, so in my last year of college, I was living in like a 3-story townhouse. At first, it was with 2 other people, but for like half a year after we all graduated, but I was still living there. And they moved out. I was living in it by myself for like 6 months, and I don't know, that was really scary because I lived in like the basement. They lived on the like third floor, and then the main floor was like the kitchen and everywhere, and the living room. So like I never really went on the third floor, so I don't know, just like at night it always felt kind of creepy, just like nobody was like living on the third floor, like because they moved out and everything. So I don't know, I've never really liked living in big spaces like that by myself, so it's just a little like, I don't know, I feel like I have some like, it just gives me the creeps sometimes. So that was kind of the same thing I was feeling when I was at my parents' house by myself. Anyway. But yeah, that's what's been going on. But I definitely feel better now. And yeah, I think things are a little bit more stable. How's Splatoon 3? Oh my god, I was talking about this before you guys came. Maybe a little when Jamie was here, but it's so fun. Like, I don't know. I was saying this before, I think it was before either of you guys were here. But like, I did not expect to get like this into Splatoon. Like, I don't know. I was really not that excited for the game because I don't know, like it just felt kind of random, and I didn't really know like why they were releasing another Splatoon game for the same console. Like I thought it was going to be mainly like a one game per console, kind of like Mario Kart or whatever. So I thought, I don't know, like I thought it wouldn't really be that big of an upgrade, and I wouldn't really get that into it. But I don't know, like with the like demo Splatfest, I played a lot of that, and I don't know, it also came out like in a time, like I was saying before, where like I didn't have a lot else going on, and it helped me keep my mind off of like thinking about things that I didn't want to think about, that like uneasiness about the future or whatever. So I ended up playing a shit ton of it, is basically what I'm talking about, what I'm saying, and it's been so fun. Like, the single player takes like the best concepts from like the regular Splatoon 2 single player and the Octo expansion, and like combines them. Honestly, I kind of wish it was longer, but I think they said they're releasing like DLC. I think it sounds like it's similar to the Octo expansion, which is exciting. So if it's like more single player, like that's so exciting. But yeah, it's kind of funny that I'm like saying that, because I didn't even participate in the first Splatfest, really, like the Gear Grubber fun one. Because I was busy like moving stuff into my new apartment at the time. Like, I played a lot the week up to it, but I didn't play much, like, I didn't play any, like, during the actual Splatfest. And actually, it's funny, like, when I actually had everything put away and, like, had some time, I logged onto the game, and it was, like, right after it ended. And, like, they were saying the results. It was, like, that Sunday, so I felt kind of bad that I didn't even participate, but, I mean, I still got some sea snails, because, like, I think your progress, I think how they have it in this game is like your progress after you pick a team but before the Splatfest starts like still counts or something. So, and I played a lot before then, so but yeah. And also, like, I never really played like the ranked much in either of the other two games. But I've kind of been getting into it more, like, in this one. I mean, I say that as I'm playing Turf Wars over and over. But, like, I literally know nothing about Clam Blitz. I think that was a new one for Splatoon 2. And I think it was actually, like, DLC or something, because I never played it in that game. And Splat Zones has always been kind of shit. I don't know. It involves, like, I cannot, like, I cannot last probably like a minute. No, not even a minute. Probably like 10 seconds without somebody killing me. So I hate that. Rainmaker's like a little better. Because I feel like I have a better grasp of like what's going on. And tower control is what I like actually kind of am good at. Like I don't know if I'm good at it, but if you're on like the right team, like I can be like a beast at tower control. And I kind of like realized that like my role in playing that is kind of like going ahead and like just killing as many people as possible. Which I don't really have that mindset when playing Splatoon, obviously, because like that's not the goal in like Turf War, which is what I mainly played. But in like tower control, like you want to keep people away from the tower, so and like my weapon is better for like killing people than like at a close distance. The ones that I use, which is like this and like I mainly use like the splatter shots, which I guess are like noob weapons, but it's what I like. So fuck off. But yeah, those ones are better at close range, so I've realized that it's better for my team if I am sort of the one who like goes ahead of the tower or whatever and just tries to kill people, like sort of as defense. And with the fucking like reef slider or whatever, with this one too, this move, it's especially useful because you can like, people don't see it coming in like tower control a lot of the time, so you can like just, and you can like slide off the tower and kill the people that are around you. Like, it's great. So, tower control is probably the one that I'm the best at. And I didn't remember the ranked levels being, like, combined with all the modes, but maybe they changed that for Splatoon 3. Like I said, I really never played ranked that much in the other two games. But I don't know. Like, I really like the way that they changed it so it's, like, a series now. Or, like, there's an option to do a series. Like, you get so much experience from those, and, like, leveling up is a lot easier, at least from what I've done so far, it seems like, when you play, like, a series, so... Like, even if you lose the series, like, you still get some stuff, I think. And it's not, like, a pain. You don't have to, like, rework your whole level or whatever, or re-get up to your whole level if you, lose the series or whatever. Oh, fuck, I thought I was gonna die. That's nice. So yeah. Fuck. That's how Splatoon 3 has been for me. The past, like, week I haven't been playing it as much, but, I want to definitely play a lot of the next Splatfest, because Turf War is probably, I mean, it is what, like, I like most, I think. Oh yeah, obviously there's like Salmon Run too, but I think I played that a lot too, and I feel like I've gotten to the point, like, in levels or whatever, where, I don't know, it almost feels like impossible to win a match, like, without everyone dying. Like, maybe it's just the teams that I've had, and maybe we're just all kind of shit, but so far it's been, like, at the level that I'm at, like, I don't think I've won, like, a single match. Like, it's been really hard to, like, level up more. So, I've just kind of not been playing that as much. And also, sometimes I get like, I'm very only used to playing, like, splatter shots. So when I get a weapon like the fucking Stringer or whatever, or the Katana, I don't know, I'll be kind of honest. Those ones are, like, new for this game. They're kind of not good. Like, I'm fine with, like, a blaster. Even, like, a paintbrush or, like, a roller, I'm, like, fine, like, okay with. Like, I can hold my ground, kind of. But with those ones, like, I just can't. Or, like, a charger, too. No, I can't deal with a charger. So, sometimes they just give you, like, the most random weapons, so... Low MMR potato teammates. What's MMR? Sorry, I don't know the, I don't know the terms. I'm a fucking noob. I've literally not. This is like the only multiplayer game I've ever played. Only like shooter multiplayer game I've ever played. Well, this and the other two ones, but yeah. So that's how this has been. I guess that's really all there is to say. Like, about what's been happening. Oh, matchmaking rank? But I feel like, doesn't the game usually... See, look at this shit! Oh my god, I was complaining about this when I first started. In fucking Turf War, why is nobody inking the turf in your base? Like, what the fuck? The whole point of the mode is to ink the turf. Why do you go off killing people and get yourselves killed, you stupid idiots? Ink the turf. Like, God, I fucking hate having a team like that. But it's whatever. More points for me. Like, fuck off. Like that. Oh, that pisses me off whenever that happens. Anyway, what was I saying? MMR is used in nearly all competitive games. Oh, yeah, what I was saying, like matchmaking rank. So, like, does that mean they have a lower... Like, I thought the game usually matched you with people of, like, similar rank. So, wouldn't they have, like, the same rank as me? Or are you saying, like, I'm a low matchmaking rank? I mean, that could be it, too. I'm only ranked, like, B, just regular B, in ranked. And I think, like, I'm an apprentice or something in Salmon Run. I don't fucking know. Inking base is cringe. Oh my god, who fucking says that? People who... Oh. Juicy Josh? What the fuck? No, it pisses me off every time. Like, what the fuck? Like, the whole point of the mode is to ink the turf, not kill people, stupid. You know the reason why we're losing right now? Because you guys didn't ink the turf. Like, fuck off. Masochistic bitches. All they want to do is kill other people. Go play Call of Duty or something. I don't know. But yeah, I don't understand why people do that. What else was I saying? Yeah, so that's kind of like all that's been going on. And they prioritize giving your teammates close to your level. Yeah. Wait, I'm still confused then. Why'd you say like low matchmaking rank potato teammates? Like, are you saying it actually did match me with like low ranking people? I don't fucking know. Oh, I guess, yeah, like you were saying, like, their rank is low, but, like, the difficulty of the enemies is on my level. So, like, they're gonna do bad. I think I know what you're saying. I feel like this happens every time. Like, I feel like I have to explain everything that people say to me, like, 5 times before I actually understand it. Maybe. So vague. That's funny. Speaking of shit teammates, look at this. Well, I was already calling them shit. Whenever you see that they have just like the default like splat tag or whatever, that's how you know that it's bad. Actually, I don't know if any of them had that, but that's something I try and look out for. Yeah, see, it's just Clam Blitz and Splat Zones. See, I don't even fucking know the rules of Clam Blitz. Oh. I guess I had the Stream Elements thing set up where it posts that. I don't even know how much I had that set up. I should look into that. I think I set that up like right after my last stream, like in August. And I just didn't change it. I mean, it's not wrong, sub to my YouTube channel, but also like, you don't need to. Oh, speaking of my YouTube channel, like, my VODs for like, well, for all of the Mario Galaxy mods, but also like specifically the last one, the Lost Levels or whatever, has been kind of popping off. Like, it almost has 300 views, which is like not a lot, but it's a lot for me. So like, that's been exciting. Like, nobody comments on it, so I don't really know what to think. I think people just like see the title and they think like, oh, what is this? They click on it and then they like leave. I don't know. I don't really look at like watch time or whatever. I probably should. I've also been thinking that like, what if I stream on YouTube instead? I feel like I'd have to make like a whole other channel or whatever to do that. So, and it's like completely different. So I don't know if I would. But like I see Josh doing that, and I feel like I've seen a lot of people talking about that streaming is actually getting better on like YouTube now that they have like subs and like other things, like you can raid people, I guess. So they have like all these features, but I think you need to have like a certain amount of subscribers to even use them. So I don't know if I would do that. Especially if I have to make like a whole nother channel. But I know people like have been kind of, I feel like people always shit on Twitch because they're like the way they treat some of their users or whatever. And like there was that whole drama with like all these big Twitch people recently that I was trying to follow, but then I really didn't. Because I didn't really care that much. Why is every fucking person on the internet like a pedo or a sexual assaulter? Like, can people just not do that? Or like, just a bad person. Like, what the fuck's wrong with people? Like, even the people that are doing like all the gambling and shit. Like, do you not have a conscience? Like, you're especially because a lot of those people are like already rich as fuck. And then they accept all this other money just to promote it to people who are probably like, who potentially could have like a gambling addiction and like would get addicted to it from them. And then like, I don't know, then like you're responsible for that. Like that's on you. Like, I mean, maybe not. But I guess they're banning it now, right? So that's good. They're losers IRL, so they're drawn to the internet. Honestly. But no, I also... Maybe this is kind of insensitive after I just said that, but I don't really get, like, gambling. Like, I get it to an extent, but, like, I don't get it when it's to the point where you win, like, a pretty significant amount of money. Like, I feel like I could go to a... I've never been to a casino, so, I mean, I guess I don't know, like, entirely. But I feel like I could go to a casino and spend money or whatever. Spend like maybe like $100. And I feel like as long as I won like over that amount in the end, like I would be fine. That's not a good way to put it. But like, say I spend like $50 and I end up spending $50 to win like 100. I would like leave. Like, I don't sit there and, like, use that money more. I don't know. I've never really gotten that. Maybe I feel like I'm just that oblivious. Like, I feel like that has something to do with that. Maybe. Who knows? But even stuff with, like, the stock market or whatever, too, I feel like that's kind of a similar situation. And like there's been times where I've like gotten really into it, but it's more like it's not like a long-term thing. Like it's like a phase and then I'll be like, okay, this is boring. Like I don't really care anymore. Like okay, so like with my new job, I've had to set up like my new like 401k or whatever retirement plan, and it's been like I've actually like it's pained me to try and research like what I need to put like my funds into. And I think there's like resources that they have with the company I'm at where you can just like have someone do it for you, which I'm honestly considering doing. Like I don't really care enough to do that. Like some people are so into that. Like some of my friends are so into that. And I'm just like, I don't care. Casinos feed off the people who get too full of themselves and try to win big. Yeah, I mean, like, objectively, I know how it works, I feel like, obviously, they're gonna be shitty, they're gonna be, like, shitty places who feed off of people with, like, gambling addictions and all this stuff, But, like, I just don't get it. I mean, I get it, but, like, me personally, I don't think that could happen to me. So, I don't know. I feel like I don't really get addicted to things in general. I mean, like even with caffeine, like my body sometimes gets like a caffeine addiction because I have coffee like a few days in a row or whatever, like a week in a row. Um, but like I'll just like stop. You're a crackhead. No, that would be more exciting. But no, I feel like I can just stop having caffeine for a few days and then it's fine. Like obviously I'm gonna have like a headache or whatever, but I just like take some medicine and it's fine. Like I don't really get people who are like, oh my god, I have to have my coffee today. I mean sometimes I'm like that, but it's not like a need. Like that's very much a millennial thing. Millennials are cringe. That's a fact. But no, I don't know. I really just don't understand. And like, oh my god, even okay, so I thought this as like a kid. I thought this as like a kid, and even now I think of it. Like, I really do not understand the concept of people getting addicted to, well, I guess like anything. But like specifically like smoking or like vaping. Like, I really don't understand it. Just don't do it. Like, I'm sorry if that sounds really insensitive, but like I think if you start doing it in the first place and get addicted, like I don't know, like just don't do it. I don't really understand the appeal that that gets out of you. Like it tastes bad. Like I don't know. That kind of goes with like all drugs in general. Like I don't really understand people getting addicted to it. Like I can understand like the physical addiction, but I don't know. It's literally that simple. I had some cold brew pumpkin spice the other day from Starbucks. It tastes like regular coffee. Oh my god, they're fucking, yeah. I don't really like Starbucks' cold brew. I feel like it's way too strong. So I just get like a latte. A pumpkin spice latte. But I've been trying to make my own cold brew, to just make my own, but I only have like caramel syrup. I don't have, Tim is the one that has like a million different syrups that sometimes he'll make me like a caramel, like brown sugar, green apple, like drink or whatever, and it's actually really good, but I don't have all those syrups, so I just have caramel, so everything I make is just caramel. But for a while I was like not making any, obviously, because I was at home, and then I was trying to like figure out where I was living, and I was living with Tim and at home and everywhere, so I was like buying a lot of coffee instead of making my own. So for a while I was like going to a Starbucks and being like a little pumpkin spice slut for a while, which was fun, because I was like right when it came out too. Okay, sorry. Smokers cope. Wait, just get something else other than coffee to feed the caffeine addiction. Yeah, too. Yeah, true. Like my parents get like this like caffeinated water, which I've had before, and they got my brother addicted to it, although I think he kind of got himself addicted to it, which I'm kind of sad about. Like I feel like he shouldn't, I don't know, he's like 18 or whatever, and he just started college, but so like he can make his own decisions, but I don't know, I feel bad that he's like already addicted to caffeine basically. um but anyway, sorry, I should read these. Smokers cope harder than anyone else. True. Thank you for agreeing. My brother smoked cigarettes for a while and just stopped when he realized it was cringe and didn't need a patch of gum. We love that. We love that. And I literally don't understand why people do that. Like literally. And I don't understand why the government just doesn't ban cigarettes or whatever. Like, it's literally a public bad. Like, it pollutes the environment, it pollutes yourself, it can be bad for other people. Like, literally the government should just ban it. They banned, like, certain types of vapes, right? Like, just ban cigarettes. They don't benefit anyone. And vapes, honestly. But, like, at least vapes are, like, a little cleaner. I don't, actually, they're probably... I think vapes are actually worse for you, aren't they? But, I don't know. I mean, they're both bad. But smokers will cry about when they need it, even weed smokers. Oh my god, yeah, and the fact that there's like legally, I don't know if it's legally, but like it's such common practice for jobs to just give people like a smoke break. Like, what the fuck? You're telling me because I got myself addicted to a drug, I get like a mandated break? Like, why don't I get a break for being fucking addicted to caffeine or because I have a fucking headache or whatever? Like, where's my break? I don't know. That always pissed me off too. Like, you're rewarding these people for being addicted to a harmful drug that also harms other people? Like, what the fuck? Yeah. They're even more annoying. It's about making money. That's the only reason cigs are still around. Yeah, I mean, I know that's the reason. Like, even when I was saying that, I'm like, yeah, all these cigarette companies, like, lobby the fucking government. Which is fucking insane to me to begin with. Like, our government's so corrupt, but... But yeah. Like, I know that's the reason, but it still should not happen. I don't know. I guess maybe that whole rant could have been a little insensitive. So, like, if anyone was offended by that, I guess I'm sorry, but... I'll be completely honest, I don't have a lot of sympathy for people that smoke or vape. Especially these fucking... Oh my god. Especially all these, like, young people that are vaping or whatever, like... I don't know. It's just, like, such a... I mean, not that I'm, like, in the market for dating people because I have a boyfriend, but, like, even when I was, like, people who vape are, like, the most unattractive people ever. Like, it is such a turnoff. Like, you are gonna stop your whole fucking day and, like, go feral over a fucking plastic stick with some juice in it? Like, get a grip of your life. Hello? They gave you a limo ride to Starbucks / Dunkin' if you have a caffeine addiction? Yes, that should literally be the new mandate. Yeah, honestly. Give me some coffee. But yeah. No sympathy for Josh. I agree. Don't apologize. Fuck him. Okay. Glad to know you guys are on my side. No, I mean, I think Josh just vapes weed, which is like a little better. And like, I don't think he really does it publicly, or at least not that I've seen. Like, he just does it in his house, which is like whatever. I think like I've like tried smoking weed before, and I think it's absolutely disgusting. So whenever I do it, I only do like edibles because they're like more bearable, like gummies or whatever. So like it's not like that's not like the most intolerable thing, but like if you're being a annoying bitch about it, or like doing it in an environment where it like affects other people, then I think you're stupid. Like with weed or cigarettes or anything. But no. Long story short, I don't have a lot of sympathy for people who get addicted to that. Maybe I should, but I really don't. He has a slight pass because of the autism. Yeah, weed is his cure for autism. And also, like, I don't think he really does it, like, that much. I mean, maybe he does. Actually, I guess he talks about it a lot, so maybe he does, but... And I think he actually has, like... Well, I don't know. I don't know. But, like, he's not, like, annoying about it, you know? If it actually does calm the nerves, then it's best for everyone. Yeah, like, yeah, especially because, like, I feel like that has more uses than, like, smoking a cigarette. Like, I don't know, smoking anything is definitely going to, like, damage your body. Like, even if it is weed. Like, it's still, you're inhaling smoke still. So, like, it's still kind of damaging you. But at least there's no, like, nicotine. And I think you basically don't get addicted to weed. So, like, there's that. So, like, it's better. But I think there's still better ways to ingest the drug if you're going to do that. Like I said. Or, I guess, not even ingest. Like, there's better ways to get the drug in your body. I don't know. Like, I don't know too much about, like, addiction, I guess. I mean, I probably sound kind of ignorant. And I always see, I don't know. I see all these TikToks, because I'm on, like, pretty liberal TikTok most of the time. I see all these TikToks about people that are like, you shouldn't shame people for their, like, cigarette addiction or, like, any addiction like that. And, like, some are understandable. Like, I understand some things to, like, some extent. But, like, I don't know. And, like, all these people are like, oh my god, I stopped vaping today, guys. Like, big milestone. And everyone will just be, like, congratulating them in the comments and, like, giving them all this, like, praise. And I'm like, wow, you stopped doing something that literally should have been, like, the baseline to begin with. Good for you, I guess. Like, God. Honestly, I don't know, that's a completely different thing. But, one chick I know who's a friend of a friend bought into the weed is a perfect... Wait. One chick I know who's a friend of a friend bought into the weed is a perfect propaganda. She has a baby and still smokes weed like it's fine. Yeah, that's kind of fucked up. Maybe don't do it around, like, babies and children. Like, especially that. Okay, that really pisses me off, too. Because, yeah, I don't know. That, like, especially pisses me off. Didn't they just pass, like, a law recently where, like, you're not allowed to smoke in a car with, like, a child or something? I don't know. But I'm glad that if that's a thing, that it's a thing. But yeah. Doing it in front of babies or, like, children or people who, like, can't escape the situation themselves is, like, extra shitty. Like, parents that used to do that, like, in front of their children. And I don't know. It's kind of on my mind, too, recently, because I was watching the Jeffrey Dahmer, like, thing with Evan Peters on Netflix recently. And, like, everywhere they go, it was, like, so normalized. There's always, like, in, like, the bars and the break rooms, whatever, there's, like, a cigarette, ashtray. And it's just, like, everywhere. Like, it was so normalized. There was, like, in restaurants, there was, like, smoking and not smoking sections. Like, how fucking brain dead are we as a society to have been that reliant on a fucking paper stick with some plants in it? Come on, people. I don't know. I feel like this is the kind of thing that people get canceled for. Like, being this insensitive. I feel like I can get away with it, though, because nobody really watches me. So I can just say whatever I want. Whatever. I mean, it's kind of how I feel, if I'm being completely honest, so... Yeah. I don't know. Like, I guess, like, I will say, like, if you're... I do admire people who, like, are very much trying to, like, stop doing that. Like, obviously people make mistakes. Like, you can realize, like, it's a bad thing to do and stop doing it, which I think is very admirable. But I'm mainly talking about the people that are like have no problem doing it. They're like, some people have the mentality like everyone's addicted to something. This is just what I'm addicted to or whatever. Like, no, I don't think that's okay. And like, not that I care that much about what people do with their life or whatever. It's more when it like starts affecting other people or like me. Like the people in my last apartment who were smoking inside their apartment and it was affecting me. Like, I've seen a lot of that. I'm no longer an addict posts getting a lot of support. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean like it's definitely a good thing, but like the people that are sitting there and like praising them like so much, like, oh my gosh, like you're so brave or whatever, like all this stuff, like it's literally the bare minimum. And I was gonna say this earlier, but it's like kind of off topic, but kind of the same thing, but it also kind of pisses me off in the same way. It's like people that get so congratulated or like congratulate themselves or whatever so much for like graduating high school. Like that's literally the bare minimum set by our society. It's really not that big of an accomplishment. It's literally what you should be doing. Like not being addicted to something, passing high school, literally what you should be doing. Like that's literally the bare minimum. So I don't know, it just kind of irks me in the same way. God, I'm really like going all out on my... I feel like these are kind of hot takes actually. Like I feel like that is not a very standard like take. So but yeah, I don't know. I guess I feel that like I don't know. I feel that way because like I feel like I went to a high school where that was a thing that happened a lot. Like a lot of people ended up like not graduating, or like the class that I graduated with was a lot smaller than the class that I was like a freshman with. So like people got a lot of praise for graduating or whatever. I mean, I think some of it's warranted, but like I don't know. I also think it's kind of like the bare minimum. Whatever. I was talking about drugs. But yeah. That's how I feel about that. Next controversial opinion. No. I don't know. I guess maybe I feel that strongly, like I was saying, because like I said, I have like kind of personal experience with like people being super annoying with like smoking and like it directly affecting me. And I'll be completely honest, like, I don't know. I probably am biased because of that. So like maybe that's why I feel so strongly about it, but I don't know. It just seems like common sense to me, like I don't know. I guess I feel that way about... I think I feel that way about a lot of societal norms. A lot of things I don't really understand why they are norms. Like, why do corporate businesses think it's normal to basically pressure their employees into working past their normal hours? And why, like, going along with that, like, why do those same companies, like, shame people for wanting to take complete time away from their job and focus on, like, having a balance or whatever? Like, why is that the norm? I guess it's slowly kind of becoming not the norm, but I feel like we've had to have, like, a whole generation who thinks that way to have it become, like, not the norm. which I think is kind of stupid. Like, it's just common sense to me. I don't know. That's that on that. Whoa, I just killed like 3 people in a row. Look at me go. Oh, then I got killed. And this game isn't even about killing people. Or this mode isn't. I should just make a clip out of like that whole rant and see how much negative attention it gets. I mean, not that I think it would, because, well, I don't know. Sometimes those clips get a lot of negative attention, like that one I made. Like the H3 Oscars slap thing that got a decent amount of bad attention, but only because Josh promoted it. Like, I'm sure if he didn't do that, nobody would have saw it. Get the fuck out of here. I'm really glad I ended up playing this game, though. I was gonna play there's this other Mario Galaxy mod that actually the guy who made the Starshine mod posted about it in the Discord server, probably like a few months ago, I guess. And I wanted to play that one too. I literally had the trailer in my watch later videos on YouTube for so long, so I wouldn't forget about it. And I finally installed the mod, and I was thinking of playing that, but I thought Splatoon would be a better game to just kind of casually play while I talk or whatever. And then maybe we'll play that next time. But I do want to play it at some point. Alright. I don't know how much of the server we're going to play, but honestly... See, I can get kind of just lost, like, playing Turf Wars. Like, okay, so I was kind of saying earlier how I got really into this. Like, I got pretty into the original Splatoon game as well when it first came out, because that was, like, at the height of, like, the amiibo craze. Like, that was honestly at the height of, like, my Nintendo fanboy phase, I would say. Like, oh my god, I literally the day that the original Splatoon came out, I literally skipped school so I could go wait in line at multiple stores for I think it was wave 4 of amiibo. I think it was like Ness, Wario, Rosalina, all of those ones. I waited at like Target, GameStop, Toys R Us. Oh my god, because I think Rosalina was like a Toys R Us exclusive or something. But no, I literally, my parents, like, literally let me skip school to go get this game and to get those amiibo. Oh my god. That was so fun. I can't believe, like, how, you know, speaking of addictions, maybe that was an addiction. My fucking amiibo collection. I actually sold most of them. I really only have, like, the Mario ones, and, I don't think I have any Smash ones. I have like some of the various ones, like the Mario ones. I have Wolf Link, Chibi Robo, the Yarn Yoshi ones. Oh my god, this is so cute. But yeah, maybe that was an addiction. But like looking back, that was like the summer before I got my first actual job in 2015. Like, the summer of 2015 was, like, the last summer that I didn't have a job, like, a part-time job in high school. So I don't even remember, like, I don't even know how I paid for most of that. I think it was, like, Mostly my parents' money or something. I don't even know. What do amiibos even do? I mean, well, for Smash, they like, you could like train it to be like its own fighter or whatever in Smash, and then sometimes they unlocked content, or like they unlocked like Mii outfits in Mario Kart 8. So like they were used for some things, but looking back, I feel like Nintendo kind of promoted them really heavily because the Wii U was doing so bad and they needed like another source of revenue. I mean, I definitely bought into it. So many people did. Oh my god, that was so weird. Like looking back, I would line up at these stores. Like I did that multiple times. It wasn't just with that wave. Oh my god. And like there would be, it was like not many teenage guys. It was mainly like older people. I don't want to just say guys, I think there was women there too, but like I had to have been like the only like actual teenager there. Like looking back, it was definitely a lot of like neck beards. Just so weird to think about. That I willingly put, like, I didn't think anything was wrong with it at the time. I mean, nothing is wrong with it, but, like, I don't know. Just, like, standing in line for, like, all these, like, grown men as, like, a 16-year-old. I don't know. Like, looking back, it's, like, a little weird. Figurines were a massive trend these days. People were literally buy anything. Just look at Funko Pops. Yeah, that's true. But, I mean, people went crazy, like, fucking insane over Amiibo. Maybe that was just kind of like because I was engrossed in like the whole Nintendo community. I feel like Funko Pops are still like popular, but people went feral over Amiibo. Like absolutely insane. So much soy in the air. No, literally. That's literally how it was. Also, I always do these because I feel like if you do enough of like those hints, it'll get you like a sticker or something. And there's always new ones, so that's why I always talk to what's his name. But no, oh my god, yeah. Okay, what I was saying? Yeah, I got super into Splatoon 1 because I was like the height of like when I was into like the Wii U and like Nintendo and everything. I literally skipped school to go get the game, and then I played it when I got home. Oh my god, I still remember that day. That was so fun. Even though I went by myself. But like, it kind of sums up my whole high school experience. Like me being a little fucking nerdy outcast introvert who doesn't talk to anyone. And doesn't have anyone to go to go line up with to go line up to get the new amiibos with him. Just saying that sounds so sad. Honestly, it kind of was. Like, looking back at how I was in high school, like, I don't know. I did not put myself out there at all. Imagine buying an amiibo with your wife's boyfriend's debt card. Your wife's boyfriend? Oh, debit card? Did that happen? I mean, I didn't have a wife or a wife's boyfriend, but yeah, that's like the ultimate like cuck move. Like, what the fuck? I guess that's sadder than a... I mean, yeah, okay. There definitely are sadder scenarios than like a 16-year-old high school boy going to buy Amiibo by himself. I guess maybe it was a little sadder for the people in their like 30s or whatever. Like all the neck beards. But like, I don't want to shame. Like, I'm not shaming, just, you know. Maybe I was more their target demographic. Actually, I think their target demographic based on the commercials for them was like 10-year-olds. So maybe I was still a little too old. According to Nintendo. But then again, like, all of their marketing during that time was, like, geared towards children, so... Who knows? That was a meme a while back of some guy's boyfriend bought him a Nintendo Switch. Oh my god, yeah, that's kind of sad. Fuck. How come whenever I do that, it doesn't reach that far? Was that like an actual thing that happened, or was it like just a meme? Like, I guess it could have been like an actual situation that turned into a meme. That happens. That's really funny and also really sad. I've been realizing lately, like, I don't really... Well, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's not just, like, lately, but, like, I feel like I never relate to, like, these straight men who, like, lust after women like that or do all these things for just to get, like, a woman. Like, I mean, obviously it's because I'm gay, but I feel like I never do that for, like, a man either. Yes, it's real. That's so sad. Like, I hope that guy's okay. Also, did Jamie leave? Oh, she must have been too offended by my addiction talk. I don't know. But yeah, I never really relate to, like, straight men doing all this shit for women. I just think it's kind of sad. Simps will put up with anything. That's true. And I guess I have seen, like, on TikTok, I see a lot of gay guys who act like that too, so... I guess it's not just exclusive to straight men. It's so common these days. It seems like it. Fucking people, especially like people, like internet personalities and like their fans like lusting after them. I don't know. I feel like these parasocial relationships are like so normalized on the internet. It's like so weird to me. Like, people think they just know everyone so well and like everyone's their friend. Like, you don't know shit. Like, I don't know. I see some of these people like who are on like Josh's streams or whatever, and like they honestly seem like they have no like life of their own. Like, they focus so much on like these internet people. Like, these people who talk about internet drama. And I'm like, do you not have anything better to do with your life? Like, I'm sorry, like, I don't know. Maybe that's a little offensive. Like, obviously it's okay to like watch people's like stuff online. Like, that's what you do, but I don't know. Like, just all these people that think they know what's going on with someone just because they watch them, like they watch their videos or whatever, like that's so weird. And like all these people, there's so many people that are so so chronically online. Like, I don't know how else to put it other than that. Honestly, like, Josh and his friends are kind of like that too. That's mainly why I say it. Not so much Josh, because I know he has like some of a life, but I don't know, like why do you care so much about other people that you don't know? And I mean, I kind of thought that way, like, about Josh and even kind of Sam somewhat. Thinking that way about, like, Keemstar and people, like, before Josh, like, blew up. Like, I'm pretty sure I said that in some of our Trashy Trio races. I would always, whenever they bring, like, drama like that up, I'm like, you don't know these people. Like, why do you care what they think that much? Like, I understand having an opinion on what someone says, but, like, going to so many lengths to, like, defend it or defend them or do whatever the fuck, I don't know, it just kind of weirds me out. So many E-celebs, or some of them mangiest, most mid-looking people and their fans will soy face over them. Like Dream and Pokimane, for example. Oh my god, yeah. Are people like actually simping over how Dream looks? First of all, I think that's weird as fuck. Like, why was that such a big thing? Like him revealing his face? Like, I mean, objectively, I know why that was like such a big thing because like it was this whole thing for a while. Like he never did it. But like, who the fuck cares? And especially because he just turned out to be some random white guy who literally looks like you could pick him. You literally could not pick him out of like a random like shopping catalog, like model catalog or whatever, like a fucking J.C. Penney commercial. They're like going bankrupt. It's probably not the best example. Like a fucking Target commercial or whatever. I don't fucking know. Like, that's so weird. Why are people like that? And like, a lot of people's lives are online too. I get that. But like, when I see this stuff happening, like, I legitimately don't understand how people don't have like better things in their lives to worry about, or like more important things in their lives to worry about, other than like people that they watch online or listen to or look or like view their content or whatever. Like, I don't know, it just makes me cringe so much. I don't know. I guess like it makes sense if it's like your job, like Josh or the people that are doing it, but I don't know. Like, I try and see it in that light, and it makes a little more sense to me. But like the fans and stuff of that kind of content just seem kind of like that in a way. Like, I don't know. I don't know even how to fully explain it. Some people just seem really chronically online, and I don't understand it. Like this whole like past 2 months, I don't know. Like these whole past 2 months, I feel like I've barely been on Twitter at all. Fuck. And not to like pick on Josh, I feel like I do that a lot, but I don't mean to say this in like a negative way. It's just like the first example that comes into my mind. But like, I don't know, he tweets like so much, and that's like his whole thing. That's like his brand. That's like his job. I get that. So like he's not a specific example, I guess, but I don't know. It's just like the first thing that came to my head, and it's not really a bad way, but I feel like it happens with like other people that it's not their job too. But like he tweets so much, and like I'll open Twitter maybe like once a day, like recently. Sometimes I'll be on it more. I was on it more like when I was like at home and like feeling anxious or whatever. But I don't know, like lately I've just had stuff in my real life to figure out like to do to like changes that are happening, and like I don't understand how you can always be up to date about like what's happening online. Like I feel like even with my job I don't do that much, but I guess that's why Josh is really good at what he does. Just, you know, he's always on top of things. And again, that's not like a bad thing for him, because, you know, he makes money off of it and everything. Like, good for him. But I think it's a little more weird with like the fans or whatever. It's very autistic. Yeah. His special interest is Twitter. Yeah. I mean, that makes that makes sense. But I feel like a lot of people are like that who it's not their job, and then I think it's a little weird. Like, all these people, like, sometimes I'll read some of Josh's replies, just, like, because I get curious on Twitter. And, like, there's all these people that'll have all these different things to say about all this, like, very nuanced drama. Like, the stuff that was happening with, like, all these Twitch people. Like, everyone will have this such, like, nuanced opinion. Like, this happened with this because this person did this, and I have evidence that this person did this. And because of what this person said, then da-da-da. And then, oh my god, it just gets so deep. And, like, how do you have the energy to care that much about other people's lives at some point? Fuck. And once again, I think I have to reiterate that I don't think it's a bad thing, especially when it's like... I don't think it's a bad thing because it's, like, some people's jobs. But I think it's weird when it's, like, not someone's job. Yeah, there's so much... Yeah, grandstanding is a good way to put it. Like, these people know... You're a random fucking person on Twitter with, like, 2 followers, and you think you know more about this person's life than what they know, or, like, you have the balls to argue with someone about what they say about something. Like, how dare you? Yeah, all these people want to be internet detectives. That kind of... I don't understand that either. Like, all these people want to dig for all this stuff, like call everyone out as a pedo or a sexual assaulter or whatever. And like who told you had to be like the police? Like, that's not your job. Like, obviously they're just trying to do something good, but like nobody said you had to get all like the evidence and everything. Like, maybe point it out, but then let maybe actual authorities handle it. I'm so tuned out of the pedo shit. Yeah, honestly, like, I don't understand it. Like, obviously that's a bad thing. It's a horrible thing. People should be called out on it. But like maybe report it to people who are actually gonna, you know, do something about it. Like, nobody's asking you to fucking find a pedo's address and, like, dox them or whatever. Like, I don't think that anyone deserves that. It's not your job. It's an excuse to try and make someone look worse than them by comparison. Yeah, like, yeah, like, how shitty of a person do you have to be to, like, call someone out as a pedo? I don't know. That's a very big generalization. I don't mean that, whatever, but... It used to be more honest and accurate a few years back, but now anything makes you a pedo. Yeah. It seems like there's so... Yeah, it seems like it seems like so many people are getting accused of that, like... I don't know, it's just weird. Like, I get it, people should be called out, but, like, call them out and then... like, move on. And, like, maybe bring it to the attention of the authorities or whatever. And I don't even know. I don't pretend to be, like, the most... I'm kind of making a lot of generalizations here, so, like... Obviously, I don't know about, like, every specific situation, so I'm sure there's times where it's kind of warranted. But some people just, like, harp on it so much, and I just don't understand it. I guess maybe I just kind of have a short attention span in general, but I mean, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people do, and like once you kind of uncover something and there's not much else to say about it, like move on. And I feel like a lot of people just don't. Or whatever. Again, not everyone, lots of generalizations, but whatever. People will say, I dug through your likes on Twitter and found some fan art of Mariner in a swimsuit. Care to explain? I don't know who that is, but I'm guessing it's a child or something. But yeah, that's weird. That's so weird. Like, or I don't know, even people that get, like, canceled for things that they did, like, 10 years ago or whatever. Canceled. Like... People can change, you know? Oh, the black. Yeah, yeah. Oh, oh. Yes. I thought that was Marina. Yeah, yeah, whatever. Maybe it was a typo. Yes, I know what you mean. But she's not. Isn't she like an adult? Maybe she's not. I don't know. Also, it's like a. It's like a. Yeah. But, yeah. Your point very much stands, because it's like a cartoon, it's like not even a real person, and I'm pretty sure she's like an adult or whatever, so... Yeah, like, people shouldn't have to explain themselves in general, like, nobody owes a random person on the internet an explanation for anything. Yeah, Marina, whatever. The ones that aren't even in this game. So far. Maybe they'll be in the DLC. Yeah, it doesn't matter to internet. Yeah, internet detectives. Yeah. All these people that are just so chronically online. Don't understand it. Just like I don't understand why these people don't ink the fucking base. Like idiots. If they don't have tits hanging to the floor, they're officially too childlike. Okay. That makes sense. Fuck. I can't even think of like a single... Maybe it's because I'm gay, but I can't even think of a single like video game character that has tits hanging to the floor. I mean, maybe like Madame Flurry from Paper Mario, but hers aren't like hanging to the floor. It's only a matter of time until dating women with small tits makes you a pedo. I mean, yeah, that's like a whole thing in like the gay community, like wanting to date like twinks or whatever, like people who look young. And I mean, sometimes people like get shit for it, but most of the time it's like pretty normalized, as long as like, of course, as long as they're like actually not underage. I mean, I think there's some people that like go too far with it, and there's definitely some people that think it's weird when it isn't. What? Like, obviously there's extremes everywhere, but they already go after people if the girls are too short. What the fuck? That's kind of weird. Some people just like short girls. I mean, not me. I don't like any girls, but some people, that's their preference. It's kind of funny too. There was a TikTok I saw, I think it was today actually, and it was like, it was a straight girl and a guy. She was like, posting like some of his texts to show like how like endearing he was. Like they were kind of like they were comfortable with each other to like kind of like low-key insult each other or whatever, to like call each other like playful names or whatever. And the girl showed a picture of the boyfriend at the beginning of the TikTok, and then they showed their texts. And I didn't even like look at the profile picture. I literally thought it was a guy who made the TikTok showing a picture of his boyfriend and then showing the text from the boyfriend, so they were both guys. Like, the texts were kind of gender neutral, so like you couldn't even tell. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cute. And then I like looked at the profile and it's a girl. I'm like, oh shit. My brain literally is just wired completely differently. So I thought that was kind of interesting. Because usually I can tell, like, there's usually a very big difference between, like, the straight TikTok, straight couple TikToks and gay couple TikToks, like, they fill very different niches. What is this? Oh. But yeah, it was weird. I, like, couldn't tell the difference this time. But I guess my brain is just wired like that, obviously. And also, like, on TikTok, I would say, like, 90% of the couples that I see on TikTok are actually gay, so... And also, like, usually most of the couples I see on TikTok are, like... Most of the gay couples I see on TikTok are always, like, they just show off their relationship, show how happy they are or whatever. And, like, it always kind of makes me cringe. Because, like, it's so fake. I mean, maybe it's not, but, like, being in a relationship for, like, over 2 years, like, you're gonna have ups and downs. I'm just built different. Yeah. And that different means gay. Yeah. But no, you're gonna have, like, ups and downs. So, like, I think it would be more endearing if they showed, like, not only the good parts. But I feel like all couples kind of do that. There's, like, a presence they have on social media that's, like, good. But I feel like a lot of these gay couples make, like, TikTok accounts specifically for, like, their relationship, which I also think is kind of weird. But then they only are, like, fake about it. Like, they're not even real about it. Like, show us, like, everything if you're gonna do that. But of course they don't want to because they're, like, embarrassed about it. Which, like, it's normal to have problems in a relationship, so it's, like, fine. I always hate that in general. That's why, honestly, I mean, fuck. I mean, TikTok is, like, the perfect platform, like, to show realness most of the time, which is why it's, like, annoys me more when people do that kind of stuff on there, because, like, you can see right through it. It's so fake. A lot of people don't, actually. Most of those comments are just like, oh, how cute, or whatever. Or, like, oh, sleeping on the road tonight, because they're jealous, or whatever, but, like, you know that they're fake. Like, get some critical thinking. Oh my god, people... If there's one thing I've learned from TikTok comments, it's that people have no critical thinking skills. Jesus. Their clout couple is just like real celebs only date for clout. Yeah, that's true. I guess I never really like that. I always see like straight celebrity couples like that or whatever. But it never really resonated with me, obviously, because gay, so I don't really relate. But like seeing all these ones on TikTok now, like, yeah, like, it's so obvious how fake they are. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, people on TikTok have absolutely no critical thinking skills. Like, you'll see someone... This is a good example, and I've seen people point this out too, so it's, like, kind of funny. But you'll see someone, like, post a recipe. Post a recipe on TikTok. And people in the comments will literally be the most literally the most brain dead comments ever. They'll be like, is it okay? Like, they'll literally word it exactly like this. They'll be like, it'll be like a fucking, spaghetti and meatball recipe. They'll be like, is it okay if I use, linguine instead of spaghetti for this recipe? Like, just do it. Like, who the fuck cares? Get some critical thinking skills. Like, you don't have to follow the recipe directly. Ugh, I wasn't crying. My throat is just messed up because I'm not used to talking this much. The people who don't date are the ones who idolize that shit. Yeah, that's true. It's always single people like that thirsting in the comments, too. But no, that pisses me off whenever I see that. Like, literally get some critical thinking skills. Literally, like, NPC behavior. Come on now. Yes, thank you. That's the perfect emote. Yeah, it just makes me realize how, like, stupid some people are. Like, people are stupid. I feel like I've been kind of sheltered because I grew up, like, I mean, I was, like, in the gifted program or whatever. Like, I feel like I've been around people for most of my life who are, like, pretty intelligent. Like, they know how to think for themselves. They have critical thinking skills. So when I see people like that, I literally can't wrap my brain around how people think that way. Like, can you not think for yourself? Like, hello? I don't know, man. Man, when do I say man? Never say that. I've also come to that realization. Thank you, I'm not crazy. That's good to know. God, I feel like I've been I feel like I feel like this whole stream has just been me complaining about everything. I overestimate everyone's intelligence. I feel like I was doing that for a long time too, and then because I feel like I was pretty sheltered as like a fuck. I feel like as a high schooler and like pretty much my whole life before I went to college, I was like pretty sheltered and didn't have much like world perspective outside like my own. It probably didn't help that I like didn't have many friends or whatever. But yeah, I feel like like being in like college and stuff really helped me widen like my worldview. But I guess a lot of people just don't get that experience or whatever. They're just too young to have that experience or whatever. So they're just like acting brain dead or whatever. Funny story, I was in a gifted class in first grade and the teacher thought Africa was a country? What the hell? In a gifted class? That's so weird. Honestly though, the gifted program, at least the one I was in, I feel like it's kind of that way with everyone. Like gifted experience, at least kind of seeing people like talk about it online more or whatever. Or just in general, like people's experience, like I feel like it's such a toxic environment. Like it's so competitive. Like that's what that's what it feeds off of. Like it feeds off of everyone being so competitive and wanting to be better than everyone else. Even I knew at the time I was a continent with multiple countries. Yeah, exactly. Like what the fuck? What kind of teacher is like that? It's so weird. I know. Sometimes I kind of envy people that are like that oblivious or like that ignorant to like the world around them. Cause like maybe they're not as stressed about whatever. So sometimes I wish I was like that, but at the same time I like being able to think for myself, so I think it's better than the alternative. Alright, I think I'm probably only gonna play like a few more matches. Yeah, maybe like one or two more. It wasn't just the teacher either. Another time we had some crossword puzzle assignments and none of them could think of a 4-letter word for bird that wasn't just bird. Wait, I'm trying to think of... What was it, like crow? That's like the only thing I can think of. Oh, I guess maybe like chick. Wait, no, that's 5. Wait. No, that's 4. Bird? I can't think of any other 4-letter words for bird. What was the answer? Oh, Dove. Yeah, Dove's another one. Yeah, Crow is what I initially thought of. Yeah, some people just... I mean, I'll be honest. I don't know if that's necessarily, like, critical thinking skills. Like, some people just aren't good at that stuff. But, I mean, I know what you mean. It's a pretty basic, like, thing. People should be able to come up with it, so... People are stupid. People are dumb. People are idiots. And sometimes you just have to account for that. Oh, that's so pretty. Ooh. After like 30 or 40 minutes, she told him to fill it with bird anyway. What the hell? Doesn't that mess up the whole crossword then? Like, did it even work with like the rest of the words? Like, I don't think that's how a crossword works. It's so funny. Some people are so stupid. I mean, sometimes it's funny, but I'd say it's funny if, like, it doesn't involve me. But the second it's, like, something that involves me or my work or, like, it has to do with me, like, I'd say that's when it starts getting kind of annoying. Like, okay, just use some common sense. I know that's hard for you. How did that not splat you? See? Look. Whenever anybody else does it, it has a bigger range. I swear to God. But no, I feel like a lot of people are kind of just like that online. Like, kind of brain dead. So, it's definitely something I've come to realize. And honestly, even people in real life, like... I had to take, like, 2 accounting classes in college. Fuck. And... they were both filled, like, it was kind of like a gen ed class, like, not gen ed, but, like, most business majors had to take it, and, you know, business majors aren't, like, the smartest, like, that's a little stereotype. And so the class was kind of filled with people who were really not that bright. And it was always funny to... hear them talk about, like, the class in, like, a way that I don't really think I've heard people talk about, like, school before. Like, I don't know, like, they'd always ask about, like, retakes for exams, like, before we even took the exam. Like, I kind of understand you wanting to know about it, but, like, why are you relying on just do good the first time? Like, that I never understood. Yeah, stuff like that. Or, like, some of the questions that people would ask, like, I don't know. That just gave me an insight into how stupid some people are. Okay, I'll do, like, one more. The next win I get will be the last match. I want to end on a good note. My chin has been so itchy today. It's because I shaved. And I don't know. I really shave, like, I shave, like, everything. And it was really long before, so I think it's just, like... excuse me. I think it's just, like, the fact that I shaved it really heavily. Oh, also the maps are going to switch in 2 minutes, so... yeah. But it's been really annoying me the entire day, and I'm supposed to... I have this, like... post-shave balm that's supposed to literally get rid of itchiness. Like, that's literally what it's supposed to do. And it's not working. And it's really annoying me because I'm not supposed to be touching my face because I'm not on Accutane anymore. And fuck. I wish I could play this game, but the hurricane literally fucked everything up. Oh shit! Are you in like Florida or somewhere down there? I didn't even realize that. Oh my god, that's terrible. Yeah, how bad has that been? I didn't even realize that. I'm sorry if you said that's where you were before. I literally don't remember. Sorry. But that's so bad. Oh my god. I'm glad you're okay. I've seen like videos of stuff of people there. Like it looks absolutely terrible. I know my my manager at my new job has been like analyzing like a lot of like the damage for like our like loss like claims data or whatever, and he said it's been super bad too. So they still haven't fixed our internet after 8 days now. Fuck. I got hit directly? Oh my god. So did you have to like relocate and like everything? Like, did you like lose your house or something, or where you live? Like, that's terrible. I could not imagine. They say it was the worst hurricane to hit the southwest region. Wait, southwest? I thought it hit like the southeast, like Florida. Did it hit the west too? Went 5 days without power and 8 plus without internet? Oh my god. Well, I'm glad you're okay. The beach got fucked up the most? Oh, well, yeah, I guess that makes sense because it's right on the water. Fuck. Yeah, I've seen all the videos and everything. Like, it honestly looks so terrible. Like, I'm so sorry. I'm glad you're okay. I'm so sorry that you had to go through that. Like, I could not imagine. Like, I've lived in the Midwest my entire life, obviously. So, like, I literally can't even imagine, like, dealing with a hurricane or whatever. And I feel like every few years there's, like, a really bad one, too. And I'm like, fuck. Like, they have to rebuild so much. I literally see, like, all the floods and everything. It seems really bad. Like, I don't even know what to say. Like, yeah. But yeah, like, what do you mean you got hit directly? Like, I'm just curious. Like, you don't have to say if you don't want to, but I'm, like, so curious because I feel like I don't really know anyone that lives there, you know, whatever. So, like, I live in a city where the whole beach got fucked up, but I'm far enough out of the way so the house didn't get messed up. Okay, that's good. But yeah, I know I saw a lot of, like, flooding. We lost a lot of trees from the front in the backyard. Oh, shit. That's a lot. Yeah. Like I said, I could not imagine going through that. I'm sorry that you had to. Like, yeah. I don't really know what to say other than I feel for you. I'm glad you're okay. And everything. Our internet line is currently laying in the backyard. Oh shit, how are you using internet then? Is it just like like your cell service or something? Or is it still like working even though it's like laying or whatever? Or how does that work? Like, I honestly have no idea about like the whole like reconstruction process or whatever. It seems like it would take a shit ton of time and everything. Point sensors. Their excuse for not fixing it yet is that it's too dangerous and they're waiting for everything to settle. Oh shit. Yeah, I feel like, is it still like really bad? Like, I feel like I've heard about it getting a little better at least. Like, there's not, uh, like the storms aren't as bad or whatever. I think, wasn't like the hurricane downgraded to like a tropical storm or something? I honestly don't know too much about it, but I thought I saw that. So they could probably, I feel like they could definitely fix the stuff if they wanted to. Mobile hotspot internet at the moment? Oh shit. That's dedication. Well, I appreciate you being here for Even though you have to use a mobile hotspot. It's been fine for days even. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I feel like it was mainly like last week and maybe like the week before where I was seeing it get really bad, so I guess maybe for like a week I've seen that it, or I haven't seen as much about it, so I guess I had hoped that it's been getting better, so that's good to hear. Yeah, it's so weird. I feel like I've never really been hit by like any kind of natural disaster. Like even like tornadoes or whatever. Like I've seen them like kind of close, but I've never like had to deal with it kind of directly, so like I said, I honestly don't like know what to say. I haven't had any experience with that kind of thing. But I can't even, I literally can't imagine how bad it must be. The day of the hurricane was literally all day just wind and rain. After it passed, the wind was still blowing hard as fuck. The night, shit. That's like so, that's actually so scary. Especially like if it like, I know you said it didn't like destroy your house directly or whatever, but like if it, like people who are like closer or whatever, if it like fucks up their house or their belongings or anything, like, ugh, that would scare me so much. Or like just the flooding, I see some of the flooding like in the streets, like it's literally up to like above cars. Like that's so scary to me. And like I'm not afraid of water or anything, like I'm a good swimmer and everything, but even like that, like there's so much current or whatever, and there's just like, I don't know, it's just so deep, it just seems so scary. There's a crown in this game? Shit. So yeah, I'm sorry I don't have like a ton to say about it besides like I am glad you're okay. Like I said, I'm kind of just like a bystander with like the whole situation, but honestly like we talk about all this like pedo stuff or whatever, or like even like petty internet drama. Like pedo is obviously stuff is like serious some of the time, but like some of this other stuff is like whatever, like oh this person unfollowed this person on fucking Twitter, like big news. But like this is real shit going on. Like people's houses and belongings are getting destroyed by like a hurricane. Like maybe people should be talking more about that. I didn't have any flooding, luckily. Okay, that's good. Like I feel like that would almost be the one, like the scariest part, just like not knowing like how much water there is or whatever. I don't know. I did see the videos though on Twitter. Yeah, I saw a lot on TikTok and I think on Facebook too for some reason. On like news pages or whatever. Yeah, that shit is really scary. I'm glad you're okay. And glad to hear it wasn't. Glad to hear it sounds like it wasn't um as bad as it could have been. Um yeah. It's fun. It's funny you say that because while people were talking about Dream's face reveal, North Korea launched a missile over Japan. Oh shit! See, I didn't even hear about that. Yeah, that's another thing. Fucking Dream face reveal. Who the fuck cares? There's literal natural disasters going on that are destroying people's lives, and there's fucking missiles being launched in North Korea. Like, be fucking for real, people. That's what we actually need to be worrying about. Sorry. Just tired. But that honestly makes me so mad. Whenever stuff like that happens and people focus on this stupid shit instead of what actually matters. Oh shit, did I get another emote? Oh, I got more badges. 50 turf war wins, 30 wins with Reef Slider. Oh shit. Wait, what title did I get? Oh yeah, see, look, even my title on here is Amiibo Collecting World Champ. Yeah. The oil pipeline in Europe also mysteriously exploded. That was the same day as the hurricane. Fuck. We're so fucked as a society, as a humanity, or whatever. Like, I'm definitely not one of those people that's like, oh my god, the world's gonna collapse, or the USA is gonna collapse if we keep going on how we are, because I don't think humanity will let that happen. Like, sorry, I guess I have more faith in humanity than some people, but I definitely think that there's still things we could do better. Like, worry about more issues like that or whatever, so. Anyway, I don't mean to end the stream on like a sad note like that, I guess. Doomers are cringe. Thank you. Yes, exactly. Like, obviously it's not gonna happen, like, whatever. Yeah, I don't mean to end like on such a dark note, but on a positive note, I'm so glad to be back streaming, and I very much appreciate your dedication being here, Guy and Nagili, especially with all that it sounds like you've had to deal with like the hurricane and everything. So, you know, that's real OG fan behavior there. I don't know where Jamie went, but I was glad she was here too. Nice to talk to you guys both. Stay positive but not Twitch streamer fake forced positivity. Yeah, honestly, like, shit comes up, shit happens. I mean, I was just talking about my fucking mental, like, 2 months a while ago. And, you know, there's actual stuff happening, like hurricanes. So, no fake forced positivity here. We only have real positivity and real negativity, real emotions. Drink water, hydrate. No. Drinking water doesn't fix all your problems. It can fix some of them, but not, like, probably not too many. I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, I appreciate you being here, and Jamie, even though she's not here anymore. And I want to stream more. I don't have like a full like like set schedule. I want to eventually get to the point where I can have that, because I think I think I have like the stability to be able to do that at some point. Is that? Oh, I thought I thought that emote was Dan from H3. I don't know who Zeb89 is, but that's who I thought the emote was, just seeing it from a distance. My god. Um, but yeah, I want to eventually get to the point where I have more of a set schedule. I don't know when that will happen, but until I figure that out, I probably just stream. Well, okay, so I'll have some time this weekend, so I'll probably stream some, maybe like Friday or Saturday, or maybe even Sunday. And, yeah. Oh, it's a Dead by Daylight streamer. See, I feel like that game is actually pretty popular. I didn't even know I had never even heard of that game before Tim mentioned it, because he likes playing that game. But I feel like ever since he started playing it, I've been seeing it like everywhere. So maybe it's really grown in popularity in like the last year or whatever, which is kind of funny. But anyway, that's all for now. I will obviously post about when I'm streaming again. I don't know if it'll be more Splatoon. I honestly really enjoy just playing that in the background and talking some, so maybe I'll do that some more. It's a very good background game. It's got a massive cheater problem at the moment, so be careful. Oh shit. You know, I feel like Tim was trying to play that lately, and he was having having problems with with that, honestly, like cheaters or whatever, so I'll let him know that's apparently a big issue in the Dead by Daylight community lately. Anyway, yes, I will obviously post about when I'm going live next, and it'll maybe be more Splatoon, maybe something else, but we'll see. Um, yeah. Thanks for being here, as always, and I will see you later. Have a good night. I will see you later. Goodbye. For now.